So, if you can't tell, our subject today is the witching hour. So, what did you always think the witching hour was growing up?
I never knew what the witching hour was.
You've never heard of it before?
No. But
Okay.
I was sitting on the couch here a little bit ago, and I was thinking to myself, like, I always, growing up, like, every time I would wake up, I always woke up at, like, 3 or 4 in the morning. And somebody had told me once before, like, they never used the term witching hour. But they always said, like, that's, like, if you wake up at 3 in the morning, it's because there's something's watching you, and that's what wakes you up. So I just now made the connection. That's witching hour.
Well, I have some history on the witching hour for you.
Okay.
I always thought the witching hour was midnight. Growing up in Podunk, Ohio, the witching hour was midnight. It was that time when one day dies and before the birth of the next day. So, like, midnight is the death of that day, right? That is the end. But the next day hasn't really started because the sun hasn't risen, and so that's the time when all the beasts and ghouls and things come out. So, for me, it was, growing up, it was midnight was the witching hour. And I found out that there's a lot of confusion about it. So, a lot of people say the witching hour is at between the hour of 3 and 4 a.m. And this goes way back to when the Catholics in the 14 and 1500s, they banned people from going out in those hours, and any woman that was caught out at 3 o'clock and between that 3 and 4 a.m. could be tried and burned at the stake or hung or whatever as a witch.
There was something I read saying, like, between 3 and 4 a.m. there was no praying or something like that.
That's right, there wasn't.
So that's why it's believed that's when.
Well, it's actually more commonly known as the devil's hour.
Isn't that a more modern twist?
No, I think that might actually go way back
Is
because
that the original?
Jesus was supposedly crucified at 3 p.m. and the inverse of that is 3 a.m. And so the thought is that the devil and demons and all the bad creepy crawlies of the world, to mock the Holy Trinity and to mock Jesus, they come out at 3 a.m. But if you look into, like, witchcraft and what they practice, their beliefs are more aligned to celestial bodies, so like the lunar and solar and planetary alignments and all that. So for them, full moon nights are when it's the most dangerous. That's when their power is at the greatest. And at midnight to like 5 a.m. is when the veil between the worlds is the thinnest. Because again, it's that death of one day and the start of the next. So the witching hour actually stretches over several hours, which could explain why there's been so much activity within that whole time frame. I mean, you can do ghost hunts and it'll be anywhere in that time. They do say, though, that there are more accidents and more police are called. That's good English. I do English good. The hospitals have more people come in between the hours of 3 and 4 a.m. It's also when our REM cycle gets really weird. I guess it's like normal for people to wake up at 3 to 4. But I don't know about that one because our cycles are all screwed up anymore. So I don't know how much I believe that one.
Something to do with energies.
Yeah.
Energy fields are higher.
But witching hour, the term witching hour wasn't used until like the mid 1800s, but they think it goes way back to when the Catholics had banned women being outside because they're dirty, dirty witches. So.
Women.
So there's a little history on the witching hour for you.
Well, thank you.
So you're both kind of right.
Kind of.
Yeah. So the 3 to 4 a.m. is the devil's hour.
And 12 to 5 is the witching hour. Hours.
Yeah, essentially. There is no set witching hour, but the devil's hour is definitely 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. So if you're waking up every night at 3:33 a.m., pay attention. You may have a demon just sitting in your room watching over you.
Exactly 3:33.
333 is the Holy Trinity. It's the Mach. It's like 666, you know? 333. Mocking
Sketchy. I feel like I have woken up at 3:33 before.
There are a lot of people that say that they wake up and they turn over and it's exactly 3:33, and it really scares people.
It's weird, isn't it?
It is weird, right?
Look at you.
The witching hour,
Yeah.
devil's hour. If you start waking up at 3 a.m. and you're having some weird experiences, shoot them to us. We want to hear it. We'd love to get some more first-hand accounts of this stuff, so don't forget to email us.
And like. And subscribe.
Subscribe.
And hit the bell.
Yeah.
For notifications.
Check out our Instagram and Twitter. We'll put all the information down below.
And Facebook.
Once I get Facebook working. So thanks for listening to Booze and Booze. We'll catch
Episode
you
5. Witching hour.
Yeah.
You'll catch them on the flip side.
Catch you on the flip side.
In an alternate universe. You know, almost said university. Ultimate universe?
Ultimate.
Alternate. Alright, I'm just gonna give up here.
We know you're watching.